What is up, everybody? Jason over here at Cog Hill. Hope you're having a wonderful day. And guess what? Today we're doing something totally different in the raised bed garden this year. Y'all come on. What is happening? How are you doing today? We are in the raised bed garden today, and let me tell you what we got going on. This year I'm doing something totally different, something I never done before in the raised bed garden. That is, we're going to turn it into a flower garden this year. Something that Mary Carl suggested and something I was leaning towards anyway, so heck yeah, let's do it. What we're gonna plant today is we're gonna plant zinnias and sunflower. I got a bunch of different varieties from Hoss Tool Company. Me and my little buddy, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, we started them in seed trays, and now these suckers are ready to go outside in the garden. I got a little bit of weeding I gotta do in here. It's a constant battle in here. And this is just me. This is just me. But I love the raised bed garden, but I like a traditional style garden better for the fact it's really weeds. It's just easier for me to keep the weeds out in my much bigger garden than it is this raised bed garden. And mainly because I can just take my Hoss Willie plow and just go in between the rows and just keep the weeds out. But all that being said, one great thing that I do like about the raised bed garden is that I can control the soil. I got a lot more control over the soil. There's no erosion whatsoever. I mean, I still dumping compost in my big garden, but there's a big difference between dumping a load of compost in a 4x8 section as compared to that big garden section. You know what I mean? So for me, controlling the soil is a lot easier in a raised bed garden. So that part I do love. Let me show you something. Look at here. Shade, sun. Getting that summer tan in, I hear you, Peach. If you have never ever grown zinnias, go buy you a pack of seeds today, because they have to be one of the easiest flowers to grow. I mean, they are extremely easy. And that's one reason why I'm planting them. They love hot summers. They're pretty drought tolerant. They love the heat. They are native to the United States, especially in the Southwest area and a little bit into South America. And so they really do well in my area. Which is, I'm in zone 8, so they do so well here. They do like fertile soil, and they do want it well drained. They're not going to grow well in wet areas, so you really want well drained soil. So they're going to do great in raised beds, because raised beds do tend to dry out fairly quickly, especially in hot summers. They attract pollinators, especially butterflies. Also, hummingbirds like them as well, and as well as bees, but butterflies love zinnias. They make great cut flowers. They last a long time as cut flowers. You can also dry them as well. Also, what's great about zinnias are they're deer resistant, and you don't have to start them in seed trays. They do awesome as direct sow, and typically we do direct sow. I did them in seed trays this year because I'm in this raised bed garden. It'll just be easier for me to weed if I can, you know, space them out wide enough where I can get my hoe in between them instead of, you know, just direct sowing them and they all coming up and I got weeds coming up at the same time. Then I would have to hand weed. So this just makes it easier for me to do it this way. Otherwise, you can direct sow zinnias and sunflower seeds. So easy to do. And honestly, if you buy you some zinnias and don't cut them back, just let them be, they will reseed themselves and you'll have a mess of zinnias the next year and you don't even have to do anything. Or let the blooms dry out on the plant and you can get the seeds right off of them, put them in an envelope or a mason jar or anything like that, and put them in a cool, dry place, and they'll last for years. And that way you can have free zinnias year after year after year after year. And who the heck doesn't like free flowers? So I'll say this: if you're a new gardener and you want something to build your confidence level up, go out and get you some zinnia seeds and plant you some zinnias, because they're going to be beautiful. Now let me tell you what else we're planting here, and that is sunflowers. Sunflowers, like zinnias, there's a gazillion different types of each. But what makes sunflowers awesome for me is the sunflowers are drought tolerant, even more so than zinnias. Sunflowers can handle dry soils a good bit, so definitely plant them where it's not going to be wet. Another cool thing, and even with zinnias, you can plant both these in pots. So if you didn't have a big area, or if you got a patio garden, or if you got a balcony garden, or you just want to plant some on your back deck, both these will work. The only thing about sunflowers is you're going to have to give them some type of support depending on what variety you plant, so they don't blow over and break. Sunflowers also too attract pollinators, but more bees than the zinnias attract more of the butterflies. So if you want a lot of bees, definitely sunflowers will attract them. But at the same time, sunflowers attract birds and squirrels. They absolutely love these guys. Typically what we've done in the past is just let them be. Let the birds and squirrels have at it. Doesn't bother us at all. But if you don't want birds and squirrels to get them, then you may have to do some type of deterrent. That I can't give you any advice on, because I've never done anything like that. They also make great cut flowers that last a long time in your house. One of the difference between sunflowers and zinnias is that sunflowers tend to like to be fed, unlike the zinnias. Both love well-drained soil, both of them like fertile soil, but the sunflowers really like to be fed. So just keep that in mind if you're growing them. I mean, you don't have to. You can put them in the ground. If you got great soil, they're gonna do great. But if you come out there once a week or every other week and throw you a handful of organic fertilizer out there, they're gonna enjoy that too. But heck yeah, let's get to planting. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I see 4 beds that are ready. I got 2 beds that got a ton of weeds in it that gotta be weeded. And I got some beds I gotta get some boards replaced on. And I would love to know if you're planting flowers in with your vegetables, or if you just have a flower garden period. I would love to know what you guys are doing. So what else I got in here? Do y'all remember those marigolds that we got on sale for, like, gosh, I can't even remember, it was like $2 for all these marigolds. So far they're doing awesome. They're starting to get big. I've lost a couple, but mainly because of me and me weeding, and I actually pull a marigold up. Also, something I haven't talked about is I need to get some weeds out of here. But I planted Thai red hibiscus. Now this is supposed to make an excellent tea, but at the same time, it's a beautiful plant. It's a hibiscus, so if you don't know what hibiscus looks like, maybe you know what an okra bloom looks like. Kind of the same thing. I'm sure you've seen hibiscus, the tropical type, in any of your garden centers. Those, on the other hand, I don't know if you can make teas out of those, but the Thai red, you can. And it looks a lot like okra, which okra is in the hibiscus family. So, but this is really looking great. I mean, honestly, I started this by seeding the seed trays and planted it out here, and I haven't done anything to this. I haven't even watered it. So I got a sneaky feeling that this stuff is pretty drought tolerant. I got my Egyptian walking onion bed here. If you don't know why they're called Egyptian walking onions, it's because they produce this little arm basically on the end of their stem, and then the weight of it will come down. It causes itself to root, and then it comes up, sprouts, and does the same thing, so it gets the name Egyptian walking onion. Walk like an Egyptian. Hey, there's no wrong or right way to gardening. The only wrong way to garden is not gardening. Get out there, have fun with it, smile. Hey, may even cut a rug out in the garden.
Somewhere on the sea, it got a little longer, so it seems. I burned out, so to speak. Now come a little closer. I feel a little light in the light track. I feel a bit of bad, but I can't.
Hey y'all, if you're interested in any Cog Hill Farm gear like this Eat Local shirt, check out this link right over here. If you're new to the channel, like what you see, hit that subscribe button right down below. We would love to have you. And if you want to see more of Cog Hill Farm and more about our farm, check out this playlist right over here. I think you'll like it. Y'all be good.